Alright guys, just got down to the last episode, so I was going to do with ghost stories.
Yeah, we just literally got done with it.
Yeah, where we just like press stop and you see we're staying close. Everything. Alright, Dawson. You start off, but.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think you know this one, but I was out with Papa one day, and I was riding a bicycle.
No, are you alright?
You
No,
did?
I'm struggling.
I was riding a bicycle, and a long time ago, my Papa, when he was a little boy, all of his brothers even said it's true. It was a black figure chased him all the way back to the house. And I started thinking about that, and I just forgot about it. Then started riding my bike, and then all of a sudden something black jumped out of the woods, just jumped out and just landed right in the road. And I got up, and all of a sudden I was like, what am I doing? Why don't I have my four-wheeler? And I was like, I'm on my freaking bicycle. I didn't even think, and all of a sudden I started pedaling as fast as I can. That thing was it was faster than lightning. He started running after me, and all of a sudden I just ditched the bike. I just threw it off, started running as fast as I can, and I tripped and fell. Yeah, I can't remember that good, but I tripped and fell, and then I looked behind me and there was nothing there. He was gone, and I went back to my papa that, and that's when he told me the story about him and his brothers, and I was really freaked out about it, and yeah, I didn't want to go back down the road on a bicycle never again.
Dawson, I've got two that'll make you never want to sleep in your house again.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to sleep in my house anyways. Because
Yeah,
I already know it's fine.
yeah.
I have 8.
Yeah, you know how I told, you remember I was talking about Shane?
Mm-hmm.
You know how Shane used to live there?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So Shane, I'm gonna tell you the one where him and Sheridan was home alone first time. First. Alright. So my cousin Shane and Sheridan, brother and sister, you grown, brother. You don't get that unless you know me. But they were home alone and they had 2 cases of water. You know, they were sitting up there and there's about, it's hard to say, but if you buy a case of water, you'll know how high it is. And they was doing something, he put his Mountain Dew on it. Well, he walked upstairs and he went back down. And he goes, I don't know what caused this or how it is logical by any sense. He said, I don't know if there was a hole in the casing or whatever. He goes, but whenever I was walking back through that hallway, you know the hallway I'm talking about, when you walk in the front door and it goes all the way to the back door.
Mm-hmm.
He said his Mountain Dew was on one side of the hallway, and it just went like that right there and flew to the other side.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that happened to me.
It didn't flip, it flew.
That happened to me, dude.
Alright, do you care if I tell a second story?
Yeah, I think.
Alright, so, you're getting scared now.
No, that already happened to me.
Alright,
But it was a popcorn.
Alright, second story. Okay, so my cousin Shane, he was home alone at this time. He was a lot younger. And his mom, his dad, and his 2 sisters had left. And they were sitting there. And he was sitting there and he was watching everybody leave. And his neighbors left too. There was no cars up there, nothing. There was nobody there. He knew all of his neighbors. He saw them all get in their cars and leave. He said that he went up to his room and he heard somebody running up the stairs in the apartment next to him. D2.
I hear that all the time. Nobody's there.
Do you know where Tori's room is?
Yeah.
Well, that's where Shane's room used to be. And he said he was sitting there, and then the next thing he heard was on his wall. And he was like, okay. And he ran to, he looked out his window, made sure no one was behind there, like that they didn't park up behind there at the maintenance building. And he checked up front to make sure none of the neighbors' cars were home or anything. He just sat back down and started playing his game. And he said he heard it again. He heard. Except this time it was downstairs, like in the house. And he was like, nope, don't come up the stairs. You open up the door, I'll come at you with a knife. I don't know if he actually said that loud or that's just him telling us now, but he was telling me that's the way he reacted. And I just started laughing and stuff. And he said he heard it again, except this time it was come from their side of his wall. And he just kept hearing from their side of his wall, and then his family got home. There was no one else home there. I don't know.
I kind of had similar stories of that in my house. Well, one time when I first moved in there,
And keep in mind, like, his room is right up, like, the wall that I'm talking about is right up against the next apartment. There's no other rooms there. Because, say, if he was in another apartment, you'd walk in, take a left, you'd walk right up the stairs. If he was in his apartment, for example, you'd walk in, take a right, then walk upstairs. So, like, the stairs are right beside each other. Those, like, hallways are right beside each other. There's no other rooms there.
well, the first time I stayed at my house, first time I ever, like, slept, I was there by myself.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, and I was like, the lamp thing, like, it goes around, like, not a lamp, but like
I'll show you guys. And also make sure my phone doesn't fall behind that. Right up there, that's like a light fixture, and it's held in by screws. And that's basically what keeps it from falling down.
Yeah.
And not forward.
And the maintenance and stuff, they checked to make sure everything was tight. So my dad went over it too. And them screws, when that, like, I got up and, like, also I heard something rattling. I moved over to look up, and all of a sudden the thing fell right beside me, almost hit me in the head. And when I started looking at it, my dad, he came home the next day, and he started looking at it, because I told him about it, and he kept on saying, he said, "Now, bub, that couldn't be possible, because the screws are still as tight as they can go, that thing." And I was like, well, well, I mean, it fell. And it's like, well, you must be on it or something. I was like, yeah, I think so. And that same night, after that thing fell, I went downstairs to get me something to eat. And, like, some reason, the pantry door, like, it kept on opening by itself, and there was nothing, like, in there, like, Like, say, like, you have something in your closet that's pushing open, there was nothing in there. And it was on food. And every time I shut it and turn around, it opened right back up. But every time I get open, every time I shut it, it opened farther and farther. And I started thinking I was like what could this be or something? And I was thinking of it might be like something in my house, a rat or something like that. And well, I decided to look in it. And there was nothing there. I looked everywhere. I even moved all the freaking food and everything. Nothing. So I shut it back. And then I was almost to the stairs, and all of a sudden the pantry door, both of them just fly open. And I was like, nope. And I ran up my room, shut my door, locked it, and I sat in the corner. My bed used to be in the corner, and I sat there. And I was like, I ain't moving from this spot the rest of the night. Now, I didn't even go to bed. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't even turn on my game or nothing because the noise, it has something happens, I can't hear it. And as you said, the same thing banging, but mine was loud. There was no.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's just why I can get them dressed.
When I moved in there was nobody beside me. Well, I kept on hearing somebody punching the wall, and they kept on punching, and I had a knife in my hand. I said, I hollered out loud. I said, if anybody's in this house, you're gonna be dead. And all of a sudden, I heard a whisper says, "Come find me."
You know, I got a scar on my hand there because of you. I got a scar there because of you.
How many?
Apparently, was helping your mom move. You dropped a dresser on I told him I was
that was
don't.
your fault though.
No, I said don't lift your side up. I was getting ready to put my down. I go, battery's on. I said don't lift your side up. I'm putting my down. If you lift it up, this right here is going to cut me. He goes okay. Jerks it up, and the thing just sliced through my hand. I start laughing my hind end off, and his mom was like, "Honey, how are you laughing?" I was like, "Well, I just told her it's better to laugh about it with him." I was like, "It's better to laugh about it than cry like a little bitch."
Yeah. I have people do that. I think it's the smallest cut ever. And look at me, I have a freaking scar on my leg.
Yeah, he had a full accident. He almost lost his leg. If the scar gets cut again, they told me he'd have to lose a leg.
Yeah, because I actually ain't allowed around sharp objects.
You're always scaring off.
Yeah, I don't really care. Also, I'm around foliage. Foliage, if I have if I could hit like a branch, like even a branch slice my leg. Like a thorn or something. Like I had that.
For sure it has.
Like one time I was at my aunt's and somehow there was something on me. Like it was like a scab or
That's not
something.
topic. We're talking about ghost
I know. Like, there was a scab on it, and like when it was, I peeled it. I was like, I started bleeding, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm probably like I was thinking like I was so scared I was gonna lose my leg.
I think we're gonna do one more story, guys, and then Dawson tell your scariest one ever.
Wait, do the magic trick again?
Huh?
Do the magic trick again?
Whoa! Arthur, how did you get there,
On my side.
bro? Get back over there. All right, guys, we're back. How you doing, Arthur? You know, give him some of this right here. Disrespectful, I tell you. I was making fun of me. All right, I'll tell you my story. Hold on. Okay, never mind. It's done. All right.
Well, one time I was at my mama's, we call her Mama Doug, but cause she got a lot of dogs.
Dawson, I want to give you the goat.
Nah.
Oh.
Well, I say 2 nights. Okay, the first night it ain't scary at all. Second night it gets scary. Well, first night I slept in the living room, and I woke up at exactly 3 a.m. 3 a.m. and because I looked at the clock, and I couldn't see that good, so you know how to get up and look at it. And then I looked at it and it's 3 o'clock. Then the next night I woke up at 3 o'clock again, and that time I heard banging on the bathroom door, and I got up and like I was started, you know, my mama or something using the bathroom. I got up, opened like the door, like it was light turned off and everything. I pushed the door open very slowly, and I see this dude.
Why is this so weird?
I don't know, but I seen a ghost thing. I don't know what it was. He had a knife in his hand, and his half of his head was blew off, and he was like this, and I was like, I flew backwards. I ran back under the, I jumped on the couch, put covers on me, and started hollering at my mama. My mama came out with a freaking 12-gauge shotgun and said, "What's wrong?" And all of a sudden cocked it, and all of a sudden she's like, I was like, "No, don't shoot, it's me." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, boo. What's wrong?" And I was like, "No, there was something in that bathroom." She said, "What it looked like?" There was a ghost with like a head blew off, and like he had a knife. And my mama said that a dude died in her house, and he got his head blew off. He got robbed. And they shot him right where her, like where her bathroom is.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, that's it for this episode. We just got done with one. I feel very productive.
Yeah, no.
But, hope you guys liked the video.
Yep, because we did good.
If you did, like and subscribe. And go to my boy over here, Raid Band's channel.
Yeah.
The other video I have on my channel.
If it don't pop up Raid Bandit, type in Different Bandit because that used to be my old channel. I don't know if it like you know.
It is. It's just Raid Bandit works. I looked up. That's all for today, guys. Hope you liked it. Bye. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm Outlaw, and I'm out, y'all.